I wish I could do what Spock sometimes does in Star Trek when he puts his hand, I think, on the head, and by a Vulcan trick is able to fuse minds and know what's going on. What's going on?
Dr. Oliver Sacks is the most famous neurologist in the world. With his gift for storytelling, he's managed to cross over from medical science into popular culture, with bestsellers like The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat and Awakenings. 3 years ago, I made a documentary with Sacks. We discussed how music can be used to overcome neurological conditions. I met several of his case studies, including Matt, whose love of drumming helped him control his extreme Tourette's. It's Sacks' humanity and his curiosity which have driven and inspired him for over half a century.
Follow my finger with your eyes.
And he's often drawn on his own experience, his own ailments, in order to understand the challenges facing others. But it's only now, after discovering a cancerous tumour in his eye, that he's finally chosen to explore the wonders of sight and perception, and the catastrophes that ensue when things go wrong. In his new book, The Mind's Eye, Sacks goes back to his own childhood and finally owns up to a lifelong inability to recognize or remember faces. It's been about 3 years since I've seen Sacks. Having read about his severe face blindness, I was wondering if there was any way that he'd recognize me.
When I came in right now, I was laying bets as to whether you'd recognize me or not. How did you know it was me as I came in?
Well, I didn't. I experimentally said nice to see you again to a plausible person, which happened to be you.
So, Oliver, I'm going to give you a little test here.
I was afraid of that.
All right, here's the first. Do you recognize that person?
I know I should, because otherwise you wouldn't be showing it to me. She is young, she is black, she is famous, so I would infer, I would think there's a good chance of it being Obama's wife.
Okay, that's the first bet. Now here's the next one. Do you know who that is?
It's from a slightly unusual angle, but I would think that that's the husband.
That's a good way of putting it. The husband of whom?
Of Obama's wife.
That's the husband of Obama's wife. Well, that's, you've done well there. That's true. That's right. That's one you've got right. Now,
sorry, not two right?
No, you didn't get the first one right. Now, what about this one?
Well, she's grey-haired, she has an imperious look. I would guess the Queen.
So you've done not badly. It was Elvis Presley who you hadn't recognised.
I see. And did you show me both Obama and Mrs. Obama?
No, I showed you Oprah Winfrey.
Oh.
You got Obama and the Queen.
Okay.
Is it a strain not being able to recognise people?
Sometimes it's a relief. No, people can be greatly offended, and I think one needs to out oneself in this respect to sort of defuse situations. And since I wrote on the subject, I've had lots and lots of letters from people who said they had something similar, it had been lifelong, and other people in the family had it. And I got the sense that here was something not uncommon out there in the general population.
Face